we can bring one of your brothers back to life. Now, I'm not a scholar of Mahabharata, but I can't remember. It was not. He said Nakul or not Sahadev. I don't remember. Sahadev. Okay, we got a scholar here. And he actually said, but very soon you're going to have the Mahabharata war. You're going to need the mighty beam, or at least mighty armed Arjun with his Gandiva bow. He said, look, I'm the representative of my mother Kunti in this world. My mother Madri has no representative in this world, so you please bring Nakul back to life. And then that Yaksha revealed himself. He was none other than Dharmaraj himself, Yudhishthira's own father. He himself had taken the form of the deer and stolen the arni sticks of the sadhu just to bring about this whole lila. And he brought all the Pandavas back to life. Then they stayed there at Bimal Kund for some time. From here they went into the Agyatvas, the hidden exile for 1 year. In fact, we discovered a place not far from Javat. Javat's on one side of the road, other side of the road. You go into Javat, on the other side, just a little bit down, there's another road that goes this way. You follow that road down. You come to Pandav Ganga. And because in Mahabharata, Mahabharata describes how the Pandavas they came here to Kamivan. So on the way they passed that place, and it just happened to be Ganga Dashera, and Draupadi wanted to take bath in Ganga. So Arjun shot an arrow, and Ganga appeared, and she was able to take her bath in that place. So we discovered this place. He's a Mayavadi sadhu, but he's been there for 20 years, and he's planted every tree you can imagine in this place. And it's practically the only place left where I saw lotus flowers in Raj. Because lotus flowers need unpolluted water, and all the kunds are connected to the Jamuna canals, which are all unfortunately now polluted. So every place that I knew where there was, even near Brindakund, there was a kund filled with lotuses. They're all gone. But there at Pandav Ganga, you can search for it on your Google Maps. It's just not far from Kokilima, not far from Java. And sandalwood trees he has there, and Rudraksha trees, and Malati, and Madhavi, and even we saw big lotuses there during that Purushottam. We took a prickman there. Very beautiful, peaceful place. Every tree you can imagine. Down below, way out in the fields, you see a bunch of trees, and near the trees you see some water. This is Luk Kund. Then one side, Krishna and the cowherd boys used to come, and Radharani or Sakis would come on the other side. And Krishna would swim under the water, and under the water he could recognize Radharani's lotus feet, and he would grab them and give her a big fright. So this place I hear is called Luk Kund. And now the steps are very nice, huh? That year, way long time, many years ago, 30 years ago, when I went on Braj Prikrama, these stairs were completely crumbling away. And after walking on Braj Prikrama for a kilometer and kilometer with your bare feet, it was torture coming up here. But now I've heard that there's beautiful stairs. And to our surprise, there was a road that brought us all the way up here. The road that's supposed to bring our prasad. I don't know anybody know the prasad arrangement? Coming. Just now coming.
Prasadam is coming in 10 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes more of pastimes. Pracharam gonna be there.
You see this big mountain range on the other side. Somewhere in there, there's a Badrinath of Braj. There's one time, Nandalala, he saw that Ma Yasoda was cooking all kinds of funny prasad. Not the regular rice, dal, chapati, and sabji, but all fried things, little save and fried noodles and pakoras and all types of fried things. Matri. And Lala came, he said, Maya, Ari Maya, what kind of funny bhojan are you making today? Huh? Maya, kain ka bhojan bana rahi aaj? Mother Yasoda said, these things are fried in ghee. They will last for a long time because your Baba is going to take us to Badrinath. And Lala said, Badrinath is not so far away. We have to make all this thing. Huh? And he brought Baba up here in these mountains. Huh? And revealed Badrinath to him. Taptakun. It's called Taptakun, which means supposed to be hot. But it's always very cool. And there's no tree shading it, but it's always cool. It's a very amazing place. If you go to Bandhu, very sweet. Sweet little garden is there. And beautiful little temple is there with Lord Badri Vishal and Uddhavji Maharaj. Uddhav Maharaj stays there in Badrinath also. And there used to be a wonderful sadhu there named Gopidas. Whenever Braj Prikama would come there, in the evening he would get all the village ladies to come and teach all our ladies how to do gopi dancing. He was very sweet, Baba. One time on Prikama, there was one lady she had a big gap in her teeth. And Gopidas, he told us that if a woman has a big gap between her teeth, it's a very auspicious sign. And there was some devotee there, I forget, from Bombay or somewhere, and he made a big grin. He had a big gap. He said, I said woman, not man. And he explained to us one time, because sometimes we're in a very nice place like this, and we go, Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Sometimes the devotee asks me, why do you do like that? And Govidas gave me the answer. He said, there's actually Shastra Praman for this. Because sometimes on Braj Prikama, we go someplace where there's not what to speak of, not running water. There's not even hand pump. There's a well. Now you guys, this Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all this modern technology, but you don't know the village technology. And everybody says, what's so difficult? You tie a rope around a bucket and you throw the bucket in the well. What's the technology for that? You don't know the village technology. So that's what they do. They take the bucket, they tie a rope, they throw the bucket in the well, and the rope is going through their hands. Zit, 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 woo! Now bucket, rope, everything gone in the well. You don't know the village technology. The end of the rope, there's a big knot. You take the bucket, you throw the bucket like that, hold onto that knot, and then pull up the water. So now bucket rope, everything gone in the well. So we have to give 200 rupees to the ashram to buy a new bucket and rope. No, this happens quite often. So every ashram has, because to get something from a deep well, you need a hook. To get something from a deep, dark place, you need a hook. So every ashram has a rope with so many little hooks on it. So this Ra Akshar is shaped just like a hook, or just like this R in English, just like a hook. Huh? And according to Sangeet Shastra, when you say this sound, Ra, you can feel it, it goes down. Huh? According to Sangeet Shastra, this swar goes down. Hmm? So we send that hook down, Ra, because this body is like a well, but not full of water. This body is full of pop. You know pop? Coca-Cola 7-Up. Pop means sin. This body is full of sin. So you send that Ra down, you hook all of that sin. Then the next letter is, we say in English, is aspirated, coming out. Radhe. So according to Sangeet Shastra, this sound, hey, goes up. You can feel it, huh? Hey. So you hook all that pop. Then, hey, you pull it all aspirated, coming out, out, out. You pull it all out. Then, sham. Sham. You say this ma akshar, then this becomes close. Band. You hook all that pop, you pull it out, then band. Papa's man ani deni. Don't let it come back. So, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Out, 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 out. Somehow we didn't put it in the schedule this year. Sometimes we used to go to a place called Maan. It's on the other side of the Jamuna from our Vrindavan town. And what happened was one time, Krishna and all the Sakhis were on the bank of the Jamuna, and they were waiting for Radharani to come. And I'm not saying, but legend has it that the ladies are always late. I'm not saying that. Don't report me to the women's ministry, please. So I'm just saying legend has it. So Radharani was busy doing her makeup. So finally, Krishna and the gopis, they just began to dance anyway. After some time, Radharani finished her makeup and she came and she saw Krishna and all the gopis enjoying on the banks of the Jamuna. She got shocked and she said, I have given up everything. I've given up the respect of society. I've given up the respect of my parents and my in-laws. I've given up everything for this fellow, and he's taken my everything. He just trampled it under his feet. And she crossed over the Jamuna and went into a forest of pillow trees. And she began to weep. A little stream came down, and finally a huge lake was formed. Sarovar means lake. When a kund gets too big, we call it a sarovar. And because these were tears of Maan, it's like one is Man. Man means the heart. And Maan means you take a little anger and some pride and some crocodile tears and some coquettishness, and you mix it all together like artists, you get Maan. little anger. So these were tears of Maan. Therefore became known as Maan Sarovar. Meanwhile, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, even if millions of gopis are there, Krishna can't be satisfied without Radha. He noticed that Radharani didn't come. And he began to ask Lalita and Visakha, where's Radharani? And Lalita and Visakha, they went. Krishna said, you have to find her. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't drink. I'm going to give up my life. So they went here and there. Then a little chadak bird indicated with his tail across the Jamuna. So they wandered over the Jamuna. And they came to a place and they saw a lake where there was no lake ever before. And just seeing that lake, their hair stood on end, tears came from their eyes. And they saw a little stream coming into the lake, and they followed that little stream. And they found Radharani sitting there, weeping and weeping. And they told Radharani, you have to come quick. Krishna, he can't eat, he can't sleep, he's going to give up his life without you. And Radharani said, this fellow, he's not only black on the outside, he's black on the inside. He has cheated me so many times. I don't want to have anything ever to do again with this black fellow. So they went back to Krishna and said, we found her, but it's very difficult. We can't break her mind. So Krishna went across the river. And at that place, at Maan Sarovar, you go, there's one temple. You can see there's a painting. Radharani's shading her eyes like this. But from the corner of the corner of the corner of the corner of her eye, she's seeing Krishna massaging her feet. Supreme Personality of Godhead massaging. Prabhupada says, just see the position of Radharani. Krishna is massaging her. She's holding her eyes, but from the corner of the corner of the corner of the corner of the corner, she's seeing. And she's telling, go, I'm finished. You know. And Krishna was massaging and massaging. And one little tear came down his face, down his cheek, and fell off. Now, tears of joy, they're cold, and tears of sorrow are warm. Suddenly, Radharani felt this warm tear fall on her foot. Then she couldn't be angry with Krishna any longer. And Krishna was able to break her mind. So this is a very beautiful place, Maan Sarovar. Only place in the world you see they have instead of a deity of Radharani, they have a Radharani Shila there. And a beautiful Kilu forest is there, and the place is still there where Radharani was weeping in. Very nice. Somehow we put some new prikamas in the schedule this year, so we didn't go there this year. But it's a very nice place. In fact, one time Lord Shiva, he wanted to take darshan of Ras Lila. You may know no male person is allowed in the Ras arena. So he was crying. So Lord Shiva was crying to Vrindadevi, how can I get darshan? Oh, let's go way back. We have to go way back. What happened? There was one rishi named Asuri Rishi. And he was a great yogi, but he was a Vaishnava yogi, meditating on Krishna within his heart. And he was on another dweep, just like we were on the Jambu dweep. There was another dweep with I believe the ocean of yogurt was there. And he was meditating on Krishna within his heart. Somehow or other, Krishna disappeared from his heart. And he tried so many times. He couldn't see Krishna within his heart. He said, "What's this?" So then he went to Badrinath. And he saw all the pujaris were there doing their sevas very sweetly, but he said, "No, Lord Badri himself was not there." And he asked, "Where's the Lord?" And they all said, "We don't know. He was just here. We don't know." So then he went up to Vaikunt. And in Vaikunt, he saw so many people with 4 arms and Pitambar dhotis and everything, but no one with that mark of Srivatsa, that golden mark of Srivatsa on his chest. And the people in Vaikunt, they say, "You don't know?" He said, "No, I don't know." "You don't know?" "No, I don't know." "You don't know?" Now Lord has taken his appearance in Vrindavan as a cowherd boy. Of course, the Vaikuntha people, they think like that anyway. We'll leave them as in their bhav. So he came back down to Vrindavan, and he got to Vrindavan just at the time Krishna had disappeared from the uh, gopis in the rasa dance. And he saw everybody in Vrindavan was running around. "Where's Krishna? Where's Krishna? Where's Krishna?" Now he became very depressed. He can't see him within his heart. He's not in Badrinath. He's not in Vaikunt. He's supposed to be in Vrindavan. He's not there. He went to Lord Shiva and he was crying. And Lord Shiva said, "What's the matter?" And he explained to him. He said, "No, no, you went to the right place. Just now he's disappeared from the rasa dance to increase the desire of the gopis. So that means that Maharasa is about to take place. Come, let's go." And he grabbed his Surish and they ran to Vrindavan. But Vrinda Devi stopped them and said, "No, you can't come." He said, "How can we get darshan?" He said, "You go across the Jamuna, you find out Maan Sarovar, you bathe in that Sarovar. Not only will you get gopi, a form of a gopi, but you will get gopi bhav." Because Lord Shiva, he's Yogeshwar, he can do anything. He could have turned himself into a gopi. But it's not a question of change of body, it's a question of change of heart. Sometimes you think, "Oh, when I die, then I'll be finally become Krishna conscious." If you're not Krishna conscious now, it's like you're not going to be Krishna conscious at the time. You have to be Krishna conscious now. Bhakti Vinod says, "Forget the past that sleeps, and ne'er the future dream at all, but act in times that are with thee, and progress you should go." Are you Krishna conscious now? Don't worry about whatever you did in the past. Forget about it. What has happened in the future, you don't know. Just be Krishna conscious now. So you will get gopi bhav. So they went there. They took bath. And they came to the Ras Arena. And if you go to Vamsivat, you'll see in one corner this beautiful gopi with cobra around her neck. This is Gopeshwar Mahadev. So Suri Rishi and Lord Shiva, they got darshan of Ras Leela. In fact, Krishna came there. He saw Lord Shiva, his great devotee. He said, "Hail Gopishwari." And Radharani was thinking, if there's any Gopishwari, it's me. Who's he calling Gopishwari? Huh? She was in angry mood. Angry means hands are on the hips and toe is tapping. This is angry mudra. And Krishna said, "Hey Radhe, you don't see this is our great devotee, Lord Shiva." Then she looked and she saw in this gopi's neck this big sound. And then she laughed and she gave Lord Shiva her blessings. This way, there's so many wonderful places in Braj. It's just an incredible place. So, where's Prasad? Okay, all right. Now we'll perform our favorite pastime, honoring Prasad. We're finished. Now it's time.